Thank you. Good morning. A little funky intro this Sunday morning. That's the meters. He wasn't fully he wasn't fully back last week. But
It may appear that I'm the platform assistant,
hey, man.
but really I thought it was next week. So,
Oh, all right.
everything I say this week may not apply next week. So first of all, welcome to Unity of Tampa. We're glad you're all here in this beautiful sacred place with great music and great message. We welcome any visitors that are here for maybe the first time or even the second time. And if you'd stop back at the table back there, we have a gift for those visitors. And we have some announcements to make. First of all, we recommend that everyone resume wearing a face mask at all events. We're in a difficult time, and I think we make this less difficult if we adhere to those rules. The announcements that you need to read are in the Sunday bulletin, and I would ask you to read the bulletin. And we also have an email newsletter, and we have a Facebook/website. We're getting very technical in our new home. So, and that's obviously meeting with people's agreement. Check in on social media. You got Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And I may not look like it, but at my age, I can just about do the reading part of that. My kids want me to do this Facebook, Twitter thing, but you know, with my children and my grandchildren, and I'm lucky to have many of them, I like talking to them in person. It's radical, but the Day of Prayer, you can register for it. It comes out of our wonderful headquarters, and it's free, and it's good for the soul to have that prayer. We have a Course in Miracle offered by Gilda Suarez, and and that's on Thursday from 7 to 8:30 in Fellowship Hall. And there is a love offering appreciated. Again, we are playing it safe, so our wonderful persons who are bringing great food, by the way, I am missing that every Sunday, has been suspended until further notice. Now, you can still use the Fellowship Hall if you would like to, but there just won't be any food. And we know Unity people like the food, so it's one of those things. And thank you very much for all the work that people are doing, especially on the grounds here. It gets more beautiful every Sunday, and it's much appreciated for those people that come here on Saturday and work on our beautiful building. And last, but certainly not least, we have a birthday today. Emily is having a birthday. Her 30th birthday. Well, she doesn't look a day over 23. So is there anyone else that's having a birthday either today or tomorrow, or just want to celebrate a birthday no matter when it is?
Don't be shy.
Yeah, don't be shy.
All right, I guess it's just Emily. Maybe some folks at home, too. We're going to sing her happy birthday together, guys. I don't think anyone else here in person. Oh, we got one. We got running near the center aisle. Been called out. All right, we're going to sing them both happy birthday, and to anyone at home as well. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, God loves you. Happy birthday to you. Thanks, guys.
Is that it for me?
Happy birthday.
Ellie, is that it for me?
I think that might
Do
be
I
it
get
for
off
you.
the stage now, or can I share it with you?
I thought you were going to rock a guitar solo before you left, man.
Yeah. Well, I was going to try to play the drums, but he wouldn't let me near the drums. So. Anyway, great to be here.
Dwight, thanks so much, man.
How about a hand for Dwight? It's so nice to have Dwight back, isn't it?
Yes.
We've missed him. I know, it's nice to have you back. So good morning. It's nice people are still coming even though we're having to be masked. Thank you for wearing your mask. I did have mine on, but when I'm up here, I'm leaving it off because I absolutely cannot do this up here the whole time with the mask, or you'll see me crying. So I'm going to stay far away. All right, first I want to tell you, I'm very excited. Our son and daughter-in-law are here from Maryland, Emily and Jay. So you may remember Jay. Yes. So you may remember Jay grew up in Unity, at Unity of Tampa. So it's really fun when he comes here. I feel like I remember him, going into YOU. So it's kind of cool. And yesterday, unbeknownst to me, my sister flew in to see me and walked in my house. She lives in Puerto Vallarta, and she was in the U.S. for a couple of weeks. I think we were going to see each other. And Nicole walked her in the house, and I almost drowned in the pool. It's great. My sister Lisa, you've met her, I think, before, but it's wonderful to have her back. Thank you. So I'm very grateful, especially for all of you and for them. All right, I have to give you an update on our courtyard fund. Oh, before I do that, in case you didn't notice, Luis made us 2 new banners. And the new fountain sitting out in front of Fellowship Hall is his. So thank you, Luis. We love our new banners. I very much appreciate them. And I love that we are referring to ourselves as a spiritual center because for multiple reasons. When I started here last October, I mentioned that we need to move in that direction. Church implies we're only here on Sunday. And as you know, we have a lot of activities now. And we're even adding a grief group. So between meditation and the Course in Miracles and the grief group and the events we're holding, we are a center for spiritual growth in many ways, not just Sunday. So we want to move in that direction. And lo and behold, Unity Worldwide automatically started creating all these spiritual centers. And so I think they're following us. But anyway, I'm just saying, I do think we were out ahead of our game, right? And also, you can follow me on Instagram now. Oh, sorry, I wanted to tell you. So we are at $2,775 on our new fundraiser. So we have passed the halfway mark, and we are going to make our goal. I know we are. So thank you for all your courtyard or outdoor gatherings. For those of you who don't know, we're making a little pot of gold for building an outdoor gathering spot that will not, so it does not come out of our budget for Fellowship Hall. And now, right about now, when we have 10,000 total, between the gift that was given to us of 5,000 and raising 5,000, at the very least, we could create a patio ground area, maybe even pavers. So thank you to everybody. All right, I want us to begin. Take a deep breath, if you will. What? Oh my gosh, I already said that, but I didn't say it. So, sorry. Instagram account, thanks to Nicole, I have an Instagram account. And she and I are posting weekly messages, suggestions for books, prayers, inspiration, and you can, if you use Instagram, look me up and follow me if you will. Yes, we did that because Unity of Tampa had multiple accounts and there was no way of being able to create another one because we can't get into the old ones. So we're letting those go away and we're trying to create a new identity, okay? Hopefully someday we'll merge that, but for now that's our plan. All right, now you can take a deep breath and let's join together in saying our affirmation today. There is only one power and one presence in the universe and in my life, God the good, omnipotent. All right, and today's daily word is inspiration. Here's what it says. I move in harmony with the creative flow of inspiration. Sometimes I feel inspired by the words of others, and sometimes I am inspired more by action. Today, I get inspiration from the story of Charles Fillmore, a businessman who marveled at his wife's complete healing from serious illness. This prompted him to embark upon an intense period of prayer, meditation, and study that led to the founding in 1889 of Unity, which has become a global spiritual community. I take this story to heart and find my inspiration in my feelings of awe and wonder, love, or even healthy curiosity. Feeling an awakening of inspiration within me, I center my awareness in God. Divinely inspired, I move in harmony with the creative flow that blesses the work of my mind, my heart, and my hands. And from Job 32:8, but truly it is the spirit in a mortal, the breath of the Almighty that makes for understanding. And before I forget, I want to thank all of the people who support us. First, our Facebook audience, as Dwight did, but I want to thank the band. Last week, I was so busy being grateful to Julie Williams that I didn't thank our band. So I want to thank Elliot, Alban, and Michael for all their gifts. And I want to thank Duncan, who continually makes everything work. And I want to thank Miss Emma, who keeps our youth ed moving in new directions all the time. And definitely Michael Williams in the back. And David, who keeps us in t-shirts and helps with everything else that we need around here. So thank you to all of you. All right, and with that said, I'm handing it back to you, Elliot, and I'll get out of your way.
I love this daily word, inspiration. I love the way that they mention action as well. What happens when we're not feeling inspired? You guys ever kind of wake up not totally feeling inspired? Take action. Like standing up and singing this with us, y'all. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for... Yeah, sing after me just like that. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful. Can't hear you. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you. We feeling inspired yet, Unity? Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. Thanks so much. I tried to tell Nancy that she didn't have to thank the band every week, but we really appreciate that. We were grateful to bring in some guests, special guest Julie last week. Emma, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Hello. All right. So when Nancy told me the topic this week, it was perfect because I just ordered in the mail for my second grade class these Mindful Kids cards, everyday exercises to help little ones find stillness, confidence, and joy in the present moment. And they came in the mail last night. So it was perfect. So I thought that we could try one all together right now, if I can open the box. So I chose this one because there was a lot of them that involved a lot of movement that we cannot do in the sanctuary. But this one is called the Raccoon Freeze. So what you want to do is wiggle around and then freeze. You should be as still as possible. See how long you can hold it. Once you're in this pose, take a few breaths. What does it feel like to be completely still? What do you think about while your body is frozen? Okay, you can release it now and think about, was it hard to stay so still? So the purpose of this, each card has the exercise, the questions, and then the purpose to explain it to the parents or the teacher. So being still with our bodies is one of the easiest access points into the present. Encouraging your mind to turn its attention away from noisy chatter can help focus on what is happening right now. Over time, little moments like these can teach you how to be fully present, aware of where you are, what you are doing, and not feel overly reactive to what is going on around you. So this is just one of them. There's a bunch of them. So I'm going to try some with them over there today, and then maybe I'll bring them back next week. All right, so if any children are coming with me today, we're going to meet in the back.
I am walking in the light, in the light, in the light. I am walking in the light of God. In the light, 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 in the light of God.
All right. I also want to mention to everybody, Patrick is back. So yay, Patrick. It's great to have you. All right, we have two great stories today. The first one is about a 10-year-old boy. His name is Orion Jean from Fort Worth, Texas. And after winning a student kindness contest in 2020, he became very generous. With his $500 prize, he donated toys to a Dallas Children's Hospital, and then through food drives and partnering with a relief group, he helped collect 100,000 meals for Texas families. 100,000. He's 10 years old. Now, to share his love of literacy, his focus is books for children who do not have them at home. He said, now get this is a quote from a 10-year-old. I had to reread these twice. This is what he said. He said it was that winning the contest was really just the catalyst to something much bigger. It started out as an idea, but here we are today, and the race to kindness was born. That came out of a 10-year-old. With 120,000 books collected so far, he's asking people across the country to give away their used books. His goal is to collect 500,000 books by the end of the month. It's all about my moral duty to help people, he said. You know, it's my responsibility to be able to see these people who need help and knowing that I have the resources to help them. With such deep thoughts coming from her son, his mother asked if there was still some 10-year-old left in him, and when they asked her, and she said, oh, we have to still remind him to take the dishes out of the dishwasher and to feed his dog. His closing thoughts for everyone were, kindness is a virtue we can all possess if we are willing to. So why not start today? Because right now, it's what we need more than ever. Isn't that beautiful? And our second story is about, and by the way, both Bobby, so Bobby Lopez, thank you very much. And thank you to Kathy for getting them formatted and to us. Sarasota program. This is about a Sarasota organization that's using transformational power of art in education to promote cultural diversity. The wonderful thing about art is it speaks to individuals on multiple levels. It allows for a discourse and a debate over different viewpoints because art can mean something to anyone. Engaging our community in multiple forms, not only outside in the community, but in a beautiful public park in downtown Sarasota, but also within our schools. We were able to provide programming for embracing our differences for over 40,000 students across the globe. This nonprofit has sponsored a billboard-sized exhibit in Sarasota Bayfront Park for 19 years. The initiative started after some traveling art exhibit came through and was brought to the area. And after that was here, they said, some philanthropists in the area said, we want to see this happen in our community year after year. After their 19th exhibit, we have had over 15,000 entries from around the world. By looking at a piece of art and talking about it as a group and seeing what each other thinks, we not only learn about each other, but we can learn how to better embrace our differences and create a sense of belonging and inclusion. Aren't those great stories? All right, let's take a few moments now and get ready for meditation.
I am at peace. I am one with the Spirit. I am calm. I am still. I am doing God's will. I am at peace. I am at peace. I am one with the Spirit, and I dwell in the presence of the Lord. I am loved, I am loved, I am one with the Spirit. I am calm, I am still, I am doing God's will. I am loved, I am loved, I am one with the Spirit, and I dwell in the presence of the Lord. I am home, I am home, I am one with the Spirit. I am calm, I am still, I am doing God's will. I am home, I am home, I am one with the Spirit, and I dwell in the presence of the Lord. And I dwell in the presence of the Lord.
Such a beautiful message. Think about what we were just singing. I am calm. I am still. And that's where we dwell, in the presence of the Lord. As you take a few deep breaths now, and just relax your mind and your body, and think about the stillness that Emma was talking about for a moment, and the importance of allowing all of the thoughts that are in our minds to quietly drift away. And as you do, just listen to the words I'm going to share today, taking in what is meant for you. As I center myself, I become fully aware of my breathing. The stillness of where my breath is, the calm within my body. When I become mindful of my breath, I can no longer be absorbed by concerns of the past or concerns of the future. I can only embrace the present. Breathing in air begins a journey that allows me to return to my source and focus on what is right in front. Through presence of mind, I am able to gain the clarity and wisdom that I need to navigate every situation. It is through being present in every moment that I can best interact with every person, listening with an open heart and mind, eliminating the appearance of separation and differences. From a place of truth, we are all unified through divine consciousness. And I am one with the world through my connection to the infinite source. I choose to live from this truth by expressing non-judgmental acceptance and by remaining neutral. When I struggle to relate lovingly to someone, I challenge myself to identify and focus on understanding my reaction rather than trying to analyze the person. As I focus on understanding my reactions, I can remind myself continually that we are one in spirit. Remembering fills me with peace and keeps me from feeling overwhelmed. It helps me relax and focus on what truly matters, my realization of oneness. And as my heart and my mind fill with the awareness of divine love, I take a few moments now to breathe this in. It is in the stillness that we dwell in the presence of the divine. And as we gently and slowly come back to this place and time, with our heart and mind centered in peace, we give thanks for what is ours to learn today and affirm that we will continue to make the world a better place. So as I shared with you last week when I talked about the mulching event, I talked about the importance of us being present in the moment. You know, most of us arrived that day believing we were just doing a group task together. But as I told you last Sunday, it turned out to be so much more because we allowed ourselves to be in the present moment. And when we're in the present moment, that is where we all best express our godliness. Unity co-founder Charles Fillmore, he explained that our spirit loves to be. That our spirit loves to be. Just be. And when he talked about the I am, which Jesus talked about, remember, I am, he kept saying, I am. And I am simply meant, I am spirit. I am of the divine, which we all are. But what Charles Fillmore tried to point out is that when we're in the divine can only best present itself when we can be. Just be. Living in the present moment means having your focus and attention on what you're experiencing at the time. And while that may sound easy, we all know the challenge it is to not be distracted by your emotions and your thoughts. Perfect example. Sometimes we're judging the present moment while we're actually experiencing it. Have you ever done that? Think back to a family gathering or a social event you attended. And you're there and you're like, oh, that person's going to talk to me. I wonder what I should say to them. Oh, there's so-and-so. Maybe I shouldn't. Before you know it, 5 other people have said hello to you and you've said nothing. Right? Okay, we're always distracted by what's next, what was in the past, what's next, what's in the past. And how many times have you read a page in a book or read an article and not remembered anything you read? I know I'm not alone. You know, you read it, you say, oh, this is my meditation time. I'm going to read this. And you read it and you go, I don't know what it said. I have no idea what it said. I'm going to read it again. Right? And then eventually you start to calm down, and when you're still, it starts to resonate. But whether we're working on a task or we're speaking to a person, our focus is important because that is where we give our best. It is in the present moment that we actually bring out our divine. And here's why. Because your godliness doesn't think about the past. Your godliness doesn't think about the future. Your godliness is in what you're doing at the given moment. So if you're not paying attention to the person talking to you, or you're thinking about what you should be doing tomorrow, you just miss the present. And that's not what we're here for. Do you know there's actually a Harvard University study that says that we spend more than half of our waking hours thinking about something other than what is going on in front of us. Half of our waking hours are spent on something other than what we're doing in the moment. I actually think that's really true. And by that, we're not living in the present moment. And here's the other part, is do you know when we don't live in the present moment, we actually create stress for ourselves. Here's how it works. Eckhart Tolle wrote about this, and he explained that stress is caused by living here but wanting to be there. And that, or being in the present but wanting to be in the future. Oh, I better do this because I'm going to need to do that tomorrow. Or I better do that because that happened to me before. And he says that it's the split in our thinking that actually tears our divine spirit apart. It's the split in our thinking that makes it impossible for us to stay in present moment. And he recommended a couple of questions for us to ponder. One of them is the past taking up too much of our emotion and our attention? Are we dwelling in the past? Always thinking about the past. And he says it's positive or negative. So even if you're thinking about the past in a positive way, it's still preoccupying your mind. He said you might be thinking about the great things you've achieved or the adventures and experiences you've had or the victim story or the dreadful things that were done to you or the dreadful things you did to somebody else. But he said all of that robs us of being in the moment. And judging every moment is not going to ever help us. He says that if our thought processes are creating good or bad emotions such as pride, guilt, resentment, anger, regret, or pity, the two things that are occurring is one, we're reinforcing a false sense of ourselves, and two, we are actually accelerating our body's aging process. That's painful. Yes. Uh-oh. He says that our aging process gets accelerated when we cannot live in the moment and just go with life as it is presented to us, when we're constantly going back and forth and feeling ourselves getting like that. You know, the pure test for me this weekend, the kids are here, and most of you know I work 7 days a week. So taking, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to spend time with family, thinking about that in advance for a moment, I had to think about how am I going to get the most out of this without feeling any angst. And it was so amazing how when I stopped worrying about how I'd figure it out, it just all came together. When my sister arrived yesterday, it was like it's just one more joyful moment. But the crazy thing is, that's where we get the joy. Joy isn't in the past. How long does your joy last when you think about something you did 10 years ago? It's like this. I remember that, right? Joy is in the moment, in embracing the things right in front of you for the moment because it's all we have. Eckhart Tolle also pointed out that the moment we can recognize that we are attached to our pain and suffering is the moment we will break the attachment. He says, wherever you are, be totally there. Wherever you are, be totally there. There's a Buddhist quote I like that says, the secret of health for both mind and body is not to mourn for the past, not to worry about the future or anticipate troubles, but to live in the present moment wisely and earnestly. A great example of how easy it is to lose sight of the present moment is imagine that you are stuck in traffic on your way to a very important meeting or gathering or whatever it is. You're stuck in traffic, you don't have your cell phone handy, and you have no way of notifying anyone. The entire drive, you are stressed. And don't say you weren't. The entire drive, what are we thinking about? I'm going to be late. I'm going to be late. I'm going to be late. And all the things I'm going to have to say to apologize for being late. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening. In the meantime, we arrive there. Get there, Now what? We don't even remember the trip. We don't even remember the drive in. We don't remember what we saw because we were so focused on getting there. The worst thing yet is we were trusting autopilot to drive us here, right? And distracted driving, which is not being in the present moment, is taking nearly 3,000 lives a year and 400,000 injuries every year because people are not present in the moment. Author, interfaith minister, and psychotherapist Nancy Collier says, thoughts are a way the mind tries to manage its fear of and lack of trust in present moment. Rather than risk diving into now, into the river of life, we stay on the shore using our mind to manage, control, and make linear sense of our present experience, in the hopes of steering now in a direction that we control and design. The mind does not believe, she says, that we can relax into the unknown of the present moment or show up fully where we are. It doesn't trust life to take care of us, but instead imagines that it must make life happen and direct our path with tight reins. In the example of our being late for a meeting, we were fearful of the outcome and tried to control our circumstances rather than focus on where we were and how we were driving so we could then show up with a full awareness and calm. My sister, when she arrived in the U.S. 2 weeks ago, she didn't have her driver's license when she got to the rental counter for a car. Okay, she was 5 hours away from her destination. She had two choices. And when she shared the story, I thought it's a perfect example of what we're talking about. She had two choices: to panic. What am I going to do? And I don't know how many of you know, but renting a car right now is even more complicated than it's ever been, because you can't rent a car where you are and drop it off somewhere else anymore because there's such a small amount of cars. So she paused for a moment, didn't freak out, and then realized she was in a city not only where she had lots of friends, but she'd get to visit somebody. So instead of making that journey 5 hours where she needed to be, she paused and she called a friend, had somewhere to stay, actually had probably a better time than she would have if she had taken the 5-hour drive. Her husband, who had already arrived ahead of her, drove the 5 hours back to rent the car. And the next day, off they went. And they still made it to the airport to pick up the people they needed to pick up. All because she stayed in present moment. From a spiritual perspective, it's in the present moment that we achieve the greatest clarity, wisdom, and acceptance, and as a result are better able to respond to what is in front of us. Imagine someone saying something that upsets you, and you become both angry and defensive, which then causes you to say something you're likely going to regret. Those experiences ruin our day. They rob us of our joy. They take away our peace. And if you'd been in the present moment, you would have known how your body was reacting. Instead, we react to the hurtful words and the comments. Now, let's be clear about something. Bad experiences or unpleasant experiences are still going to be unpleasant. I'm not saying being in the present moment is going to change that. But what I am saying is that when you're in the present moment, even in an unpleasant experience, you are not going to get caught up in it. It will not consume you if you pay attention to how you're feeling. And you'll learn what that experience can do for you and become wiser because of it. When we're fully present, we will experience a serenity of the mind because it no longer needs to get involved in every single moment. Cindy shared a video with me that I just saw yesterday. I want to share it with you for different reasons than it was intended, because I couldn't believe how perfect it was. So, Jeffrey, if you would go ahead and share that.
People think we're more divided as a country now than we've been in a long time. I know it can seem that way, but when I was a little kid in 1969,
Duncan, can you turn it up, please?
the Vietnam War was tearing the country apart. And they'd shot John F. Kennedy, and they'd shot Bobby Kennedy. They'd shot Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. And there was the Manson family and the Zodiac killer, and it just felt like the whole country had lost its mind. My father, who'd grown up in the Depression, well, his faith in humanity was just at a low ebb. And the two of us that June were driving from LA to Oakland in an old 1960 Oldsmobile, and the water pump blew out south of Bakersfield. And so this was long before cell phones, so we were going to have to hoof it like 9 or 10 miles into town when this young cowboy pulls up in a flatbed and offers to tow us in. And all my dad had on him for money was Chevron gas card, so he kept telling this young fellow, I can't pay you. And the young cowboy's looking at him like, yeah, I wasn't going to charge you. So he rolls us into town, and this is a Sunday, so nothing's open. So he has to go get his mechanic friend to open up his garage, and my dad says, hey, listen, I don't have any money. And the mechanic says, we'll work something out. And then they all realize they don't have the actual parts, so now they got to go roust out the local auto parts store owner, and they bring him down. And my father's like, okay, we need to talk about how this is all going to get settled, because he just couldn't imagine anybody being this trusting about the money. So the cowboy says, look, if it'd make you feel better, I got a bunch of watermelons I need to get loaded onto my flatbed, and it's pretty hot work, and if you help me out, I'll pay for the part. So next thing you know, we're all unloading watermelons from inside a rail car. That's about 140 degrees. And 90 minutes later, we are soaked in sweat. And up rolls the car, just running like a top. And my dad says, I really don't know how to thank you, fellas, and for this good turn. And we're turning to go, and the mechanic gets this look on his face and says, whoa, where do you think you're going? And you could see on my father's face just all the fear and distrust come to the surface. He's stiffened like a leopard. And the mechanic says, no. My wife's going to make us all Sunday dinner, and you and the boy can get a shower and a clean shirt, and it'll make the drive easier for all of us. So we sat down for a dinner of fried chicken from the chicken right over there, and corn on the cob from the corn right over there. And man, I got to tell you, we'll never have a meal that good ever again. And my dad didn't say maybe 3 words the whole drive, but when we got home, I got into bed, and I was just about to turn off the light, and he stops in the doorway and he says to me, no matter what you see in the movies or on TV or you read in the papers, you listen to me. That's how people really are. And about a month later, Neil Armstrong walked on the moon. So, keep the faith.
So the message was intended to remind us when we get caught up in bad times right now or challenges, that there's always been challenges. But the core part of that message that caught my attention for today is the fact that the dad missed out on most of what was happening that whole day because he was anxious about, I've only got my Chevron card. Here someone drove him into town. Someone opened their business. Someone helped get them back ready on the road. Someone offered them showers. Someone offered them food. And he was still caught up in all of that. We all have been there. We have all been there. When something takes us off our plan and we're all caught up in it and we miss the whole thing. So it's our job to remember that life is more enjoyable in the moment. And that's where we're going to find our greatest God presence, is in the moment. Let's take a look at our takeaways for today. Number 1, be mindful of where you are in any given moment. Be the observer of your attention and refocus yourself. Number 2, eliminate the need to interpret everything. Stop judging it all. Enjoy the moment without the need to understand what is happening. Number 3, recognize your own patterns and triggers. Stop the emotional train wrecks before they happened. Remember, they're aging us. Number 4, monitor your growth as you become more mindful. Spiritual awakenings occur when we experience life as it occurs. Our affirmation today is, I live my best life by being present in the moment. Let's say that together. I live my best life by being present in every moment. And our quote for today, of course, is from Eckhart Tolle. Jeffrey found this for me, and it says, time isn't precious at all because it's an illusion. What you perceive as precious is not time, but the one point that is out of time, the now. That is precious indeed. The more you are focused on time, past and future, the more you miss the now, the most precious thing there is. Let's take that in. So we just pause for a moment and recognize that we are capable of being in the perfect moment every day, bringing our best self, our fine self to every single day by paying attention to what is happening in front of us. Not looking back, not allowing ourselves to look forward, and not being distracted by a million thoughts. We affirm our ability to bring the best to the world when we bring our best self. Amen. So, if you need prayer, we have awesome chaplains. I'm very grateful to Linda and the team of chaplains who pray for everyone in need. So if you have a prayer, please leave it out in the box out there or send it online. And in the meantime, I want to take the opportunity, if that's okay, to introduce that Michael Hilson wrote a song for us for today, and it's called The Moment Here. So thank you, Michael.
My pleasure. I imagine everyone here is struggling with something today. I know I am. Maybe multiple things. Just know you're not alone. This moment right here, you're in a loving presence surrounded by each other. And you're okay at this moment. And one might even say, all is great at this moment. All right. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Where do we go from here? When will a sign appear? Search up and down, what can be found? Could this be the moment here? When you're out there on the street, do you hear the angels speak? As you shudder to your very core, when you're lying in the dark, do you feel your maker's spark? 'Cause I know that I felt it before. Oh, where go from here? When will the end be near? Why do we wait? It's not too late. If this be the moment here, when your friends have gone away and you've lost the words to pray, can you find in yourself all you need? When the emptiness inside makes you feel you have to hide, I can't hear and just watch you bleed. So tell me, where do we go from here? And when will the way be clear? When we are one, God's will be done. Let this be the moment here. Let this be the moment here.
Oh, that was very lovely. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I want to thank everybody for their generous donations, for supporting us, for helping us keep the center open, and for all the ways that we are starting to support our community. It's incredible. And today, isn't today the day we are meeting for our mats? Yes? Okay, so if you are want to help make mats for the homeless, we will be in here, and it will be right after the service. Yes? No, we're going in fellowship hall? Are we going in here? Okay, thank you. Hello. I'm having conflicting news. All right, let's sing our prosperity prayer. I have faith in God as constant, abundant supply and supplier. I have faith in God to open ways when to the human sense there is no way. I have faith in God to guide me in all my ways, and my health, happiness, and prosperity are assured. Thank you, God, for your abundant good, now flowing forth to meet my every need. And for those of you who wanted that prayer, don't forget we have prayer cards in the back now, thanks to Janet. And with that said, I'm going to hand it over to Elliot, who's got a great song for us today as well. And then we'll do our peace song.
1, 2, 3, 4. If this life is one act, why do we lay all these traps? We put them right in our path when we just want to be free. I will not waste my days making up all kinds of ways to worry about all the things that will not happen to me. So I just let go of what I know I don't know. And I know I only do this by living in the moment, just living my life, easy and breezy, with peace in my mind. Got peace in my heart, peace in my soul. Wherever I'm going, I'm already home. I'm living I'm letting myself off the hook for things I've done. I let my past go past, and now I'm having more fun. I'm letting go of the thoughts that do not make me strong, and I believe that this way can be the same for everyone. Yeah. So I fall asleep, and I know you'll be the one who will always remind me to live it in the moment, keep living my life, easy and breezy, with peace in my mind. Got peace in my heart, peace in my soul. Wherever I'm going, I already know I can walk through life facing backwards. I've tried more than once to just make sure, and I was denied the future I've been searching for. I spun around and hurt no more. By living in the moment, keep living my life, easy and breezy, with peace in my mind. Got peace in my heart, peace in my soul. Wherever I'm going, I'm already home. I keep living in the moment, keep living life, easy and breezy. I got peace in my mind, peace in my heart, peace in my soul. Wherever I'm going, I'm already home. I'm living in the moment. Hey, thanks, guys. Thank you so much to Reverend Nancy for a lovely service. Thanks to Michael for bringing in his song this morning. Thanks to all you guys for being with us here in person, for watching at home. We're going to go ahead and stand and sing our peace song together, guys. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment with peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Let's join together now and sing our protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is great. Amen. Thank you for being here today. Have a really awesome week.